My name is Jesus Sanchez. I am a fourth grade teacher and I come from Colombia. I believe that it's important to teach the global goals because they encourage our students to develop sensitivity and they encourage our students to develop also empathy. I believe that when students are in contact with global issues, they are more likely to want to help. When I plan my lessons, I try for every lesson to be connected to global goal. In the case of a project that we recently developed, we were learning about persuasive writing. So students wrote a persuasive speech in order for them to convince an audience to take action on a global goal. I also have to develop my students' reading proficiency, so I try to incorporate readings that are related to global topics. And in that way, not only they are learning to read, to speak, but they are also learning global concepts that are also useful for them. The students had recently learned about the story of Natalia, a 13-year-old girl who lived in Mozambique. And this girl had to struggle so much in order to get water. The same way as Natalia had lived, a lot of people have to walk so many miles and stop going to school in order just to get something as essential as water. I knew that they care about it and they wanted to take action. I encouraged the students to write a speech where they persuaded an audience to donate for a charity. The students have to learn about how to support thesis statements, how to use evidence, how to use facts, statistics in order to make their point more solid. This helps students to not only learn part of the curriculum, but also do something that could have an impact beyond the four walls of the classroom. One of the biggest challenges that I have to face was our school recently adopted this curriculum. I jumped with 2 feet, but I also jumped in an ocean of the unknown. I didn't know what I was doing at the beginning, but it was a lot of trial and error. I started to read about the global goals and I started to look for resources and look at participate collections that were related to this, and I was able to learn. If a teacher wants to start to teach the global goals, I would recommend to start with the participate collections. There are a lot of collections that have a lot of information available, projects that had already been developed. I have seen also other web pages like the world's largest lesson. And in this web page, teachers can look for materials, look for lesson plans that are already completed, and there are high-quality videos that explain in detail what the global goals are. They will be able to find information that is going to be useful about how to implement the global goals and also materials that they can utilize in class. This project has had a huge impact on the students. And students have developed empathy. When they hear about a story like Natalia's, students feel personally connected and they are looking forward to see what communities they're going to be able to save. Students come up with some brilliant ideas. So they come up with, why don't we make a webpage that shows the stories like Natalia's? Why don't we make posters? I think that it has ignited their light of curiosity about learning more, but I also have ignited a torch of passion about helping others, which is something beautiful if you think that they are just 10 years old.